Hey everyone, welcome back in. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Today, we are hopping on board with SCUMP as he and the rest of OpTic Chicago go to battle against the London Royal Ravens. So, I picked this one because SCUMP has a massive game. This is the one where OpTic played best, and this is just the map where either team really played best. So, OpTic played really good here. They won by quite a few points. You'll see here. I don't really want to spoil how much it was at the beginning, but SCUMP plays really well. And just before we get into the actual breakdown, what's happening here, overall, this is in the 4 hardpoints. They ended up going 2 and 3. One of them wasn't finished, so that's just kind of how scrims have been going as of late with disconnect issues and stuff like that. But they won this map and they won Moscow. A lot of people, I've kind of been saying for the last month or so, it's probably their best map with the talent that they have with Formal and Dashy and those long sight lines with the ARs. They lost Crossroads, which I was a little bit surprised by because they've been playing it really well. They played it tough against Dallas as of late, and they absolutely blew the doors off of Atlanta the other day. So I just kind of figured they would be playing a little bit better on Crossroads, especially against this team that I think most people would agree that they're probably a little bit better than. I think crewmate they lost, and I think it was, no, raid they lost, and then crewmate I believe that they didn't finish all the way. But overall, most of the maps were pretty close outside of this one. So if you're a Chicago fan, then that's probably not what you were looking for. But if you're a London fan, that's probably great, right? Because I think most people would agree that if you're comparing these two teams, maybe OpTic's top 3 when it comes to London. In my preseason rankings, or the rankings that I did that were a 1 month in rankings, I actually put London in the bottom 4. As of right now, if you really need somebody to lean on to win you a map, to pop off, to go crazy and search and destroy or whatever, I think Shawnee had a really good end of the year. But Zero, I think he's a good pro. I don't know. I mean, you can rank him however you want. Alex, I mean, he had his moments last year with Minnesota. So I think overall, this is a really solid team. Every team is going to be solid with only 48 players throughout the 12 teams. I just don't know if they have the flat out skill to really just outslay, turn it on, outslay an opponent and win solely based off of 1 or 2 players' skill alone. But with this one, I mean, everything's going their way, right? If you're talking about how this map is going overall, OpTic did a nice job of getting points inside of P1 while holding those spawns for P2. They got basically all the time inside of P2. As it rotated to P3, they were able to slay out. They gained spawns, map control, initial hill time inside of P3. And if you're London, Formal just died from behind there. And if you're London, that's not great, right? Because you don't want to be trying to push through these choke points, trying to get inside of P4. And as P5 is coming up next, in the next 45 seconds or so, you want to have those left spawns to the left of P5. So, I don't know. There's not much going their way. I will say just in the last 30, 40 seconds or so, they did a nice job of getting a team wipe and getting inside of P4. But as it gets a little bit deeper inside of P4, they need to push up, they need to gain map control, they need to try to flip spawns. There's definitely an opening there. There's nobody right now from Chicago watching that bottom lights side of the map. That's an interesting spawn right there that London was kind of forced in that back hallway over there by P4. But if you're London, this is the point in time where you got to get to mid-map. You have to try to get the power positions, get up top bridge, push through over the lights. If you can do that, then you can really hold OpTic off of P5. But if you're not pushed up at all, you don't have these spawns, you're not top bridge in a power position, like right there, you just see Shawnee in there. But if nobody else is pushed up, they can kind of just camp on the left side of P5 and just kind of pre-aim over towards lights. But it is 162-35. There's already a 130-point lead. And as you guys know, most of the time when we get to the second set of rotations, I like to turn up the team comms so you guys can hear exactly what OpTic is talking about heading into the second set of rotations. So with that, let's go ahead. Let's listen in, hear exactly what they're saying as we're about to rotate back to P1, second set of rotations.
He's doing lights on you.
Lights tray.
Yeah, I'm running top green.
Bottom left mid, one shot.
Just on the back.
BS&D, kill me, try.
Rails and BS&D.
Be search
in
lights,
lights,
be searching top green.
Westbrook green, come green with me.
Top green, Dylan. One shot, green side.
One's in lights, 2, Trey.
Dead.
Nice one.
Trey's lights, one's cat.
I can help
Top
you.
green
Lights.
again, dead. 2.
Nice, I'm playing lights, guys, I'm playing lights. One's lights, flats. Lights, Trey, dead, one more hill.
Let's go in. I'm contesting time. You got
Cat stairs, one shot.
Cat stairs gonna be
One's dead.
Under plat, Shawnee, one shot. Under plat, Shawnee, absolute. Last guy.
Oh, he naded me. He's under plat.
Nice, shoot up. Last guy by hill, guys. Last guy by hill. I'm on top
one
cat.
shot here.
I'm contesting. Invent too.
I'm looking top cat.
Naded this, bro. Like what?
Cat's not peeking, guys.
So here, if you're OpTic, you can afford to give up some time here, right? I mean, as long as you just hold down P2 spawns, the way that teams can come back is if London was to do exactly what Chicago did the first set of rotations, right? So if London was able to get this time inside of P1, rotate, get spawns for P2, flip out for P3. So if you're Chicago, you have a 120 point odd lead or so. As it goes to P2, just make sure that you're holding down. Like SCUMP could have easily pushed right there, tried to get a couple kills, but just set up your defense for P2. Make sure you continue to hold down those spawns so that you don't spawn out. Get 40 points here, and now you're within 10 or 15 of winning. Let's go ahead. Let's listen back in.
Yeah, they're bricks.
One small, 2 of them. I got one. One small. I need
Top green in the corner, dead.
All on time.
Time, dead. Nice, all one. Push out green.
SCUMP is frying.
Push out green.
Well, lights.
Fuck yeah.
I have time though.
Back trash week.
Yo,
Up
lights.
green.
Lights. Tray. One more light street on me. Might go cat stairs.
Yeah, he went cat.
Cat stairs.
Catwalk.
Cat
I have time.
stairs.
Oh shit.
Holy shit, cat stairs.
Top green, Alex. Half
Top
health.
green.
Top green just flew out.
One more, one shot. You team go. One more, one shot. Top green. Last guy, Shawnee. Top green weak.
I'm helping you. Stay down.
Nice, good job.
Get some push it. I'm going.
Plat? He's gonna be plat on me. And
Yo, one under me, trash.
He's dead.
once or catwalk stairs or something.
Yo, back there mid, Shawnee.
You can push
One guy's cat stairs.
Alright, let's play front.
Hey, he's just sitting on cat steps.
I can cat steps.
He's shouting that shit. One's there back mid flatbed. One's there
Cat steps
flatbed.
got me.
Coming back.
So he went to platter. Cat or
I'm
vent.
here.
Open event as well. Another
He's vent, one bullet. Vent, one bullet. Dylan, he's just gonna wait for his teammate. Might be front though.
Ben.
Yeah, one's front two. You guys need help. Front side hill. He's not challenging. I need help.
But I have
Yo,
a
I'm in Trey. He's flicking against rails.
Right in.
Close hill. Alex.
In the back.
Dead. One more hill.
Oh, bro.
Alright, Dylan's in hill.
Two on time. One's one shot. Tools now. Trash.
Nice, I help.
Staying down front wall, guys.
It's fine. I'm here. Back right, Alex. Dead. One more hill.
Back tool. Shawnee dead.
On time, dead.
In the
Nice,
back Eddie,
Dylan.
Back Eddie, Dylan, last guy.
Running at him.
Nice, good time. Nice.
Nice.
We put them.
Shawnee back there
One
again.
off this.
Right now?
Native front.
He's front, one shot.
Yeah, front.
Invents. One shot, Sean.
Got him. Close front, trade dead. Nice, good job, man.
Figured it out.
You
boys.
done now.
And there you go, 34 and 17 from SCUMP, 250 to 105. I'll just say real quick, so let me bring up the minimap for just a second because I really like the way OpTic finished that map out. So they were inside of P2, and normally if you're trying to rotate here, you're trying to get mid, you're trying to run mid, you're trying to get a couple kills back in this area, sneak through, get some kills back here so that you can overtake these spawns and then get inside of P3. They were 13 seconds or 13 points away from winning. So rather than do that, they just ran across top bridge, sent a couple over here towards vents, sent a couple over here towards caution. And once you're able to get a team kill, then if you push up just a little bit and get inside this P3 hardpoint, that's going to take London out of this spawn. It's going to close this spawn. It's going to spawn them over towards mid. And if you only need 13 seconds, even if you can test that and you're not successful at flipping out the spawns, it's still a success, right? I mean, you can get in, maybe you get 10 seconds or so. It's still a success. So if you do flip out, then whatever. You only need 13 points and you're up by 150. It's not really a big deal. So I like the chance that they took there and it ended up playing off. So if you guys are new around here, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I put out brand new videos just like this every single day. Leave a like if you don't mind, as it really helps out the channel. With that, thank you guys so much. We will see you in tomorrow's upload.